welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Well, in lieu of a full cast of Falcons soaring in the upper air of Mercedes-Benz Stadium, one does take to the skies before kickoff. That's the mascot, Freddy the Falcon. Down at ground level, it is a cauldron of Falcons also taking flights out of the tunnel and onto the field here in Atlanta. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday night primetime showdown between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Nick Folk ready to do the honors. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. On the return, this is Etienne. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. They'll be led out by the Louisville products. I know those folks are excited for him, as are the folks from Texas Tech and Oregon. Here's Tyler Shuck.
Kate, it's really obvious. Tyler has nothing to prove about his dedication to the game, and he put his body on the line collegiately. He got that covered across a 7-year career in a couple different stops. Evaluators, they love grit, and Tyler's got a lot of it.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he's encouraged out of bounds after that 9-yard gain, so that's going to make it 2nd and 1.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. They go right back to Etienne. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to have a few looks at a touchdown here as he gets it down to the 8. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Saints, first down. 1st and goal, New Orleans.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
No motion at tight end left. On play action, here's Shuck. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Saints take a 6-0 lead right away.
What a great moment to celebrate and possibly educate this rookie as well, Kate. That's just tremendous effort. He shows off the speed that he has. But they'll go look at those tablets. They'll figure out if there was somewhere to throw it. But he showed you right there when there's not, well, this kid can run.
The extra point, here's Smith. The point after splits the upright. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Falcons, nothing.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Starting from the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Falcons take over.
So here are the Falcons out on offense for their first drive. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
I've heard from many of Tua's peers in the league that there's just not a more accurate guy. If you wanted to just do an accuracy test in the NFL, yeah, Tua's going to hit that target as much as anybody in the league. Avoiding injury and being available is really the only question mark now in Tua's career.
Tua off the play fake. Complete out to the right side. Not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Jonas Sanker in from the secondary, making that stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Second down now, 7 to go. Tua now from the gun. Hits him on the end route. And they'll stop him here before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. They'll try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
See, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And this one does not go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
4th down, and on comes the former All-Pro Jake Bailey to punt. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. Second drive coming up for the Saints offense. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Gets this to Fant. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Their rookie out of Oklahoma there to make that play.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, you love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, then you see him, you eye him, and there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
Chuck now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Chuck on 3rd down. Ooh, puts some air under this one, right side. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
So on fourth down, it's Ryan Wright out to punt it away. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Falcons taking the field for their second drive. And there is room for improvement from that previous drive. Stalled out, necessitated a call to that punt team.
Yeah, and in these situations, I always love reminding the offense that first down. Just move the chains the first time to get yourself in the rhythm, because you don't want to see that punter anytime soon.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
27-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. To the right side and reeled in by London. And give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up 3rd and very short.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Here's 2 on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And
Calm,
the Falcons,
cool,
first
collected
down.
from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. 1st down. Here's Tua. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Finds London on the slant. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Number 5, Drake London. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the Stix.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Tagovailoa. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Now we have a member of the Saints injured after that play and obviously in need of some assistance. From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
3rd and long for him here. Going deep here for the end zone. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's 4th down.
You know, Kate, you'll get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame, But that's one, as this game goes on, he's got half. It's hard on third down to execute. With the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch it.
Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. And the deficit stays at 7.
Hey, whether it's a good hold or not, the process is the same for that kicker. He's going to catch some unfair blame on this one, Kate, because it was the snap that just set everything off. Not accurate enough, and that left the holder scrambling to try to get his job done, and none of them, unfortunately, could.
First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Shuck working from the gun. He takes it himself. And he will slide down just a little bit shy of getting that first down, but better to avoid the hit. Smart play there, and that's going to set up 2nd and 1 at most.
At the 42-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Saints.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right, they love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Here's Etienne on first down. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Trying the air now. Here's Shuck. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Saints setting the pace so far. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. We're back for the start of the second. Saints have the ball and a chance at 6. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. From the red zone now. He's got it near the 8. And he's going to be out of bounds at about the 7-yard line, partner. That's where they're going to be set up for this 1st and goal.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Off the play action, Shuck. He finds Fant. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Complete to Noah Fant. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Falcons' 4-yard line.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. To throw again here, it's Shuck. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
For the extra point, here's Smith. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints double their lead to 14.
14. Falcons, nothing.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And they're going to try to break through this defense and put some points up. They're down 14-zip. First down now, ball at the 33. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Another carry for Robinson. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Look underneath here. Robinson. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down.
Awareness. Can you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks? But it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
Gets this one to London. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. One of their best play calls of this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on 4th down. That gets them the first.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
London going to motion over right. 1st and 10, around to Robinson. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush and came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing now, Tagovailoa. He's going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 37. And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Here's Robinson. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Behind the line
Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
He gets it again. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. No gain for them on 2nd and goal, and now they need 8 on 3rd.
This may be one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
On 3rd and goal, it's Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
Hey, I get it. You know, there are times as a decision-maker playing quarterback, you take a sack and you cut your losses. But when you get an opportunity in the red zone on 3rd down, you'd love to give your guy on the other end a chance. Because a touchdown, well, we know in the course of outcomes of games, so much more influential than settling for a field goal.
So here he is, getting his 2nd field goal look of the half. This will be around a 33-yarder for him. And the kick by Folk is good. And they're able to convert despite that errant snap.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. On the return, this is ETN. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Saints and Tyler Shuck just about ready for their next drive. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Shuck. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. So that brings up 2nd down.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. I love the call, Brock, but wrong situation there. The defense closes that sweep out behind the line.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It can be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Because once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
3rd down, here's Shuck. Here comes the screen for ETN. Looked great initially, but he is short on that 1st down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the 4th down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. Fields this at the 19. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
First call here coming from the shotgun. 2-0 from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Escapes out to the left. Continuing to move past the 45. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. To throw, Tagovailoa. That one complete to Hooper. And they will only get 3 here as we've reached the 2-minute warning. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Robinson up the middle. And this is going to bring up 3rd down, Brock. He elected to bounce it outside. Picked up 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Defender is there, he knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Saints send running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Chuck now from the gun. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And there's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
As quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. But a short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Etienne gets it on his own read. This one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Throwing, Chuck. He tucks it and takes off. And Chuck's going to have him the 1st down as he slides in safely.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Saints 1st down. A gain of 15. And the Saints 1st down.
They'll give this up the middle to Etienne. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. This time it's a passing play. Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is a 39-yarder. Smith able to put it through. Despite that bad snap, they're able to tack on 3.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. We'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update, as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Falcons offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Starting the half with Robinson. A lot of space ahead. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. First down, and they go right back to it. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Now here he goes on the boot. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That one goes for 31 yards. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Robinson on the inside give. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
Robinson. 17 more
I just
yards.
love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
London. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Flush. And they will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Tua Tagovailoa with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Line up the design keeper. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt.
12.
Everybody loves power football. Right down here, put the game in a phone booth, they like to say. And we've seen it work so many times with the power run. But it can backfire when the defense wins right at the line of scrimmage.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. On the return, this is Etienne. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Saints send running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. That lead already smaller than it was at the break, Brock, and they're going to face a little pressure now on this opening series. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Shuck. He's going to try to drop it in, deep right. Big gain downfield. He's going to get this to the opposing 41.
That's good.
It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrives at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Back to the ground on first with ETN. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, two-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
On second down, it's ETN. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. He's making a bid for it. And Shuck's going to have him a first down there as he slides in safely.
A 7-yard gain.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. An option give here to ETN. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
He was taken down.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Shuck working from the gun. Steps up and he's running with it. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints hold an 11-point advantage.
Touchdown, Saints.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
For the extra point, here's Smith. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints push the lead up to 12.
24, Falcons 12.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Here's a return from the 7. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Falcons and Drake London headed back out onto the field. And they sure surprised us, going for 2 in that spot on their last drive. Not sure we're going to see that call come out here again. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. The Saints are all over this one. Great work by the defense. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
It's never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on 2nd down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Throwing from the gun here. Now he takes it. He slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that first down.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. 3rd and long for him here. We look underneath here, Robinson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Whether they meant to go to him or was an adjustment on the fly, that's not the read that was going to beat this defense for a first down. That look, well, this crew defensively was prepared for and knew how to keep it short of the marker.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away. Ooh, errant snap, but he gets what he can behind this one. And the fair catch made here at the 15. The Saints and running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
New set of downs is not off to a real good start here, Kate. And I know every yard counts in this league, but that lone yard, it's not going to really change what they're thinking about doing here on 2nd down.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Back now, pressure coming. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for a Saints 1st down. A gain of 22 yards. And
obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
1st and 10. Here's Shuck. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
On 2nd and 10 now, here's Shuck. Going all the way to the end zone here. And he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints make it a 3-possession game. Chris Olave with the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
For the extra point, here's Smith. The point after splits the upright. And the Saints go up by 19.
31, Falcons 12.
Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Falcons and Drake London headed back out onto the field. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. gun. Tagovailoa hits his running back. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen.
First down.
I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Hand off Madden Robinson. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Falcon first down.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. One back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Tagovailoa on first down. And he's going to be forced to throw this one away. That takes us, Brock, to the end of our third quarter. Just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Here's Tua. That's Dotson with a catch out right. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. He has the first over the middle, and he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's another Falcons first down. First and 10.
And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Now this defense is in the driver's seat, Kate. Right? When you make a stop like that on first down, now it's your discretion of just how aggressive you want to be following that play up.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Tua now from the gun. He keeps it and takes off. And he's going to get down safely. Picked up close to 6. Nice call on his part there, but it does leave them now with a 3rd down.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Here's Tua. Now try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
And look at the big fellas working their tails off out front. That offensive line gave the QB ample time. Unfortunately, just no completion to be found down the field.
Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal. Desperation time here. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons get it back to within 2 possessions. Drake London with the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12.
Falcons 19.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Fielded at the 7. Mismanages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's ETN on 1st down. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
He's brought down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. And you feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
2nd down, ETN gets it again. And he'll get it up to the 44. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Kid, it really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, you got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the 2nd level. That was teaching tape.
Off the play action, Chuck. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Now at midfield after that loss. Here's 2nd and long. Chuck now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Complete to Jordyn.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. Running back sent in motion. Third down, here's Shuck. Taking a chance to the end zone. And he swats that deep shot away, but he better not celebrate just yet. Looks like his contact drew a flag. They may still get this yardage. Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Back to throw. Shuck. Screen here for Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints making a 3-score game in the 4th. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown. I'd give half a point to the sell job of a quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear lane for a touchdown just like that one.
For the extra point, here's Smith.
Extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints go up by 19.
38. Falcons 19.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Falcons are back on offense. Tua Tagovailoa out there once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Starting this drive with a design run. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. He calls his own number again. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now Tua to throw. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Ooh, the defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Tua out of the pistol. He's going to run for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slipping quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. He evades them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. First down from the 42. Going play action, Tagovailoa. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Back to throw, Tua. He tucks it and takes off. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
He's across midfield.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts.
That's a gain
And they
of
still
8.
have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Here he is on 3rd and short. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Put the body on the line for his team. Pick up there of 39 yards. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. To the air yet again. Tagovailoa on the move, headed right. Fighting for the goal line, and he lost it. It's out. And the Saints have the recovery. Not a ton after the recovery, so they're going to take possession deep in their own territory.
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when they're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively, and that's the type of play that coaches love to see from everyone on the roster.
The Saints send running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with Etienne. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
It's plays like that, Kate, that I'm happy I'm the color analyst and you and your spotter are doing play-by-play. Because that was a massive humanity, a whole bunch of bodies to sort through for 1 yard.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. They're going to pass it here. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7. So this will win on the road for the Saints. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say goodbye from Atlanta.